Hi everyone, me again, Besi Robi. I'm the CEO of Connect Global. But today, not about me, it's about the final of the DFCI, the Diversity for Crisis. Amazing, amazing event with many jurors, many people from all over the world. And we are now in the global final with an amazing woman. I know her so much. Mary. Mary, thanks so much for your commitment. Thanks so much to be there. Thanks so much to be our sponsor. So, can you introduce yourself and also talking about what you do with Wrap Up Lab?
Of course. Thank you, Basley, for having me. I'm very happy to be here with you guys to judge the final project. So I'm Marie. I'm based in San Francisco, and I've been in the US for 10 years. So I'm the co-founder of Ramp Up Lab. Ramp Up Lab, like shortly, is an accelerator program for entrepreneurs around the world. So we connect entrepreneurs from France, Africa, and other parts of the world to the Silicon Valley. And through my different experiences here, I feel that each entrepreneur, whether they are starting a company or at the stage of, raising funds, should have the opportunity to be connected to San Francisco and the Silicon Valley. So that's what we do. We give access to investors based out of here, and we also help you go to the next stage, understand how it works here, what is the business etiquette. So I'm very happy to be part of this hackathon and help. Judge the project.
Cool. So this is the final. Like many people don't know, but this is the final of this amazing event. After the normally the pitch, I will just like share all the other information about the event, etc. So we will do also our like our session to like say thank you to all people, etc., etc. We will do that after this amazing live, etc. We will do another live, but you be if you are available, you can be there. But if you are not, I think I will be alone to just make this announcement of the winner for the global final, and also do the thanks stuff, And yeah, it's very cool. So we will start right now this amazing live pitch with normally social. Here we go, social. Like now, how are you? So can you unmute? You're mute.
Yeah, you are mute. You are mute.
Sorry about that.
Cool.
I'm doing fine. Yeah. Thank you for having us here, and we're very happy to be here on the finals.
Cool.
Vasily and Marie for being judges for this competition as well. And
My pleasure.
been great for the past week. Let me just share my screen now.
Yeah, do it. So remember, you have 5 minutes. That means 3 minutes to make your pitch, 2 minutes for a question. The more question will be Marie. I will give you just one, but the most question will be Marie, because Marie discovered your project. She don't know. She's like imagine you pitch with a real investor, and she also a real investor. So she discovered your project. So and
all right.
Yeah, you can go.
Okay, so the startup's name is Sociov, literally short for social innovation. Sociov is an on-demand and peer-to-peer coaching platform. So we were tasked to provide insights about the company at the same time, get the opportunity to pitch it if there's an investor audience. Then we would be asking for $5,000 per percent equity. According to Forbes, on 2019, professional coaching is the second fastest growing industry globally, as evidenced by a rapid increase on coaching-related services and supply of coaches in the market. The problem here, though, is that the professional coaching industry is very much disconnected. Coaches have difficulties on their visibility, which means people don't know where these coaches are. And people don't know how much these coaching services would cost, which burdens these coaches on getting more clients and volume and quality for themselves. So our team thought of an idea that would democratize coaching to enable this multi-billion-dollar industry. So Soshov is an on-demand and peer-to-peer coaching platform with an aim to help provide coaching services to students, entrepreneurs, and professionals. So we have a 5-step process here, and our technological ecosystem is composed of 2 platforms, which is the Coach Finder platform or Soshov itself, and the e-learning platform, which is our onboarding process platform. So first, you sign up to create a client account, then you get coached for free. That's the second step. And the third step is you learn coaching in Soshov's e-learning platform, which is our onboarding process. Then after learning to be a coach, you set up your coach account, and then you learn, you turn, and you earn. So the idea here is more than just revolutionizing an industry or more than just enabling an industry, is to offer value and freedom. We want people to feel that they can change their life with just the click of a finger. And how do we earn? We have a triple-sided market, which is B2B2C. We get monthly, quarterly, or yearly subscription from coaches and coach training companies. And at the same time, we get a commission from every completed coaching transaction. Either it may be from client with coach or a coach training contract with coach and coach training companies. We also do direct sales via our social e-learning platform, but the target market here are the coaches themselves. And this is for their onboarding requirement. So this is our career progression experience for coaches, which is more of a linear method. Everyone starts or a starter coach starts in the starter pack or starter tier, and we call them as S coaches. They then move forward to bronze, wherein their pricing increases or their price ceiling increases to 5 USD an hour, to silver, 43 USD an hour, to gold, which is at 85, and platinum at 1,100 USD an hour. We differ the commission we get per tier, and so that's one way that we can earn for ourselves as well. So here are some of the companies that are under monitoring within our radar. There are 2 companies that have presence in Asia, but only one is a threat to us. So we've observed that there is limited technologies available in the coaching market. What we want to provide in Soshov is a cheaper yet quality coaching service via a rigid and step-by-step coaching quality assurance process. So our pipeline is from 2020 to 2023. And this pipeline is composed of exploring different coaching niches like resume coaching, career transition coaching, startup coaching, these kinds of coaching services which can be professionalized, where coaches can also earn for themselves. So this is our team, and our team is composed of different brilliant minds who came together and boasts of 36 years of work experience from different industries. Either it may be from marketing, from tech, from HR, from product development, and a serial entrepreneur like me myself. And of course, we wouldn't be able to move forward without the help of lovely mentors and advisors. We have a lawyer who is considered as one of the Philippines' best millennial lawyers, Attorney Chad Osorio. We have John Lim. He is a sales and negotiation mentor. We have Dr. Timothy C., one of Asia's finest career coach. Farhan Firdaus, an advisory board member of Singapore Polytechnic Business School. And we have Kinying Chow, who is an ICF associate coach and a career consultant. So that's about it for me. I'm very much willing to answer any and all questions. Thank you so much for having us, and good luck to everyone. That's it.
Cool, amazing. So, and I want just to do the context. So, Mary, so Nelly is very involved. Actually, you have some Tifon in Philippines, Manila, but he's still there He worked. He was all the time there when the past time before the live the electricity was cut. He was struggling. He found a way to having a new electricity again. So he's a fighter. So and we have a lot of much love for Manila and Philippines. So thanks to Manel to have commitment to involvement. So yeah. So Marie, so what is the question?
Definitely. So maybe not questions, but I want to provide some feedback. First, I really like your presentation. The way how you were like, the slides are great. The design of the presentation is very cool. What I mean, I can provide feedback about. I would have start about. I know one of the company that you have mentioned at the end on the competition, which is ASAP. I know the guy who started the company. They are based out of Boston. But I would have start your presentation. I have a few notes about the pain that you are solving. And what I like the most is you focus on explaining the focus of your business, which is great. So I wouldn't change anything on that. And why people need to do the peer-to-peer coaching and who you are focusing, the market that you are focusing. My question, how would you grow your user, the community? So that's one of the question. And usually when startup are presenting, I don't know, when did you start this project? Is it during the hackathon? Because it seems to be, something that you have already worked on. So it doesn't seem to be something that you started like 1 week ago.
Exactly.
So yeah, some question about that, because you seem to know about, a little bit about the market and the team that you gather. So I'm very impressed to see that during a hackathon. So yeah, these are, some of the feedback that I have. And feel free to reach out if you want, some information about ASAP, because I saw that you mentioned them, and the guy who launched the company is a French American, so he's based out in Boston. And I remember having him to mentor one of our startup when I was doing a program in Boston. So it could be great also, to have some. I imagine that you're gonna start by focusing in your own, country to develop that. And what is your vision? I mean, like to do that globally.
All right. First, thank you for those questions. Probably I'll answer first the question of our vision question. So for our vision question, the vision here is to really democratize coaching services and provide easier access to connect coaches with clients in a way that makes coaches visible for the clients themselves, and in a way wherein clients from underlying sectors or probably those who have little option to afford more expensive coaching services would then have an option for these kinds of services. So aside from that, one more option is to provide an opportunity for aspiring coaches to get connected with coaching institutions who could upskill them. The thing here is that we have a huge talent pool of potential managers and executives here in Asia that we can bring to different startup industries or startup ecosystems like Silicon Valley.
I like it.
But one problem here is that they say that coaching is the most important skill that managers and executives need to learn today. And a lot of people don't know about coaching. So that's our advocacy. We want to preach about coaching. We want people to learn about coaching because this is about empathy. And as I was talking about with Barsley and the team, machines cannot learn empathy. Only people can learn empathy. So that's the main idea. The next part is that it's correct. No, I've been a coach myself. I've been coaching young people for 8 years now, so I very much know the industry. I know what is happening around, especially here in Asia. Probably the best or the biggest output that the hackathon provided us is it fast-tracked our process, because before the hackathon we didn't have a prototype for the coach finder, for the matchmaker. We only had an MVP for the e-learning platform.
Got it.
The prototype for the coach finder has been on my mind for for several days now. So we just needed a push to put those into writing and put those into context and get some feedbacks. And yeah, we had the prototype, presented to the judges themselves. So did I answer all of your questions?
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
cool.
you, Neil.
So I have
Thank you.
just one question for you, and I will let you go because it's very tired. It's very late in your side. And actually, it's not a good moment for Philippines. We will do another live to announce the result, but the result will be not now because I need to
Right.
talk with and we need to talk with Mary and all the jurors to decide. The only one question I have is imagine if actually you won this hackathon, or imagine you met investors. What you will do with the money we receive, for example?
We've identified two things that we'll be doing with the money. The first one is invest it with people. We want quality people. I want a strong team in my team. And with these kinds of people, you wouldn't get them on the streets. You need to get a distinct number of people who are coming from different kinds of backgrounds, from different kinds of probably cultures, and are diversified. That's number one. So the biggest investment would be probably on payroll. The second one is, of course, since people are not aware of what coaching is here in Asia, a heavier chunk of the investment will go into marketing, customer acquisition, getting the right team as your sales and marketing team. It will also go in the area of building communities, because that's one part that we want to build if we want to strengthen the advocacy and let it grow in the grassroots level, specifically the youths. So it's more of not just an easy snap of an investment that coaching would grow right away. It's more of really investing on the short term, but at the same time considering the long term. So investing on the now and investing on the younger generations at the same time, because this generation who are young people, if you incorporate coaching within them, I'm telling you, in 5 to 10 years, demand would grow.
Yeah.
Are you looking to raise fund in Asia, or how just by curiosity?
I haven't thought about that, but
Okay.
we've raised an angel round previously. We have and I also shelled in my own money, but I think that's a good area for discussion. Definitely, it's not just the fund that we are looking at. We are looking at also who are the right people who can give us the expertise, and we are very much aware that although coaching is not as famous here in Asia, it's very famous in the Western world, especially in the United States.
Yeah, it's a cultural difference. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I would have mentioned that in your presentation, not that you are, if you want to raise fund in anywhere in the world, even if it's not, in the US, but anywhere, to mention the cultural difference, because you haven't emphasized that. So it's great to mention it also at some point, even if you don't have a slide, but just tell it in your story.
All right, definitely.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
Thank you.
It's just very important. That's why I asked this question, because at the end of the day, people want investors want to try to project themselves into you, and knowing if you're interested, for example, coming to the Silicon Valley or not. But now, due to the pandemic and the remote stuff, I think go to the Silicon Valley is not just so much important right now, because we can work anywhere. So, but just having this kind of ways will be good. So thanks so much for your attention.
Thank you.
So, and congratulations again, and we love you so much. You love your commitment, because for the Typhon, being in the Typhon and still your team without electricity, we love you. We love you. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
So wait. You don't need to wait in this place. You can let this platform go over there, take some rest, etc. And normally in less than 1 or 2 hours, we will provide doing the live for the results. Okay, see you.
Good job. Bye.
Okay, right now we have another team. Okay, it will be no spoil, no trace.
No, okay.
Okay, it's a time for no spoil and no trace, right?
Hey, hi everyone. Hi
Good.
Maria. Hi Besley. You can
That's
hear
Hi.
it.
me?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well. So can you share your screen?
You can able to see my screen?
Yeah, I
Not
need
yet.
just to add. Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't forget you have 5 minutes, like 3 minutes to pitch, two
Yeah.
minutes for question and answer. So let's go.
All right. So I don't know. In US it is a morning, I guess, and here it is a evening time. So good morning and good evening. I don't know what to say, but let's go ahead with the good morning. Our company name is No Trace, No Spoil, and we come with the idea with intelligent packaging system for food system. So, what exactly the current problem all over the world is facing? When we buy a food from the shopping mall, we don't know what is the quality of food we are buying. Are that food is already spoiled or how many days before the food is prepared? Lot of food is waste worldwide due to inability of any food monitoring system. Anybody can go in the shopping mall, they buy the food, they don't know even like the quality of the food, they don't know when that food has prepared. The food contamination hazard have serious consequences not only for human health but also for the economy and environment. We know that every human being need a food. Without food nobody can survive, and food is very important for all over the economy. So, what solution our team came with? We provide an intelligent food packaging system where food package can itself explain you that I am spoiled or I am fresh. We are coming with the technology known as smart food packaging system that can detect the change in the food quality in the packaging and can give information to the consumer. So even the consumer is uneducated, they don't have to understand anything, only the color will change and he will get to know the food is fresh or the food is spoiled. So this is our solution. We are providing a small nano sensor on the food packaging system so that the food quality will be changed and the packaging system will tell you that what is the color of the food is. Like, let's suppose you have one food and it is topped with the package, and that package, the color of the package will be changed into, as you can see in the screen, red, green and yellow. Red means it will say the food is totally waste, it is spoiled. Green means it will say that the food is fresh, and yellow means it will say that the food is going to spoil in couple of days. So we are integrating a biodegradable sensor with the real time centralized system so that you can track your food, you can track the quality of food, and also the food packaging system itself change the color of the package by detecting the sensor and the food that the food is spoiled or fresh. We are using a silver nanoparticular coated biodegradable packaging system. Here the major advantage is it is biodegradable. In the existing system, when we did the market strategy, we find it out people are using NFC, people are using some coated surface which is not biodegradable. But here we come with the concept of biodegradable sensor. What is our approach? So our approach is we are taking the biodegradable sensor manufacturing teams, and then we are using some chemical on that. So the testing lab will test that sensor, and then we are talking to the food packing manufacturing team, and then we are combining that nano sensor on the top of food packaging system, and we are developing a centralized system for monitoring the logistic, and then we are supplying to the industry. So you can track your food. Let's suppose even you bought a food from the market and you put your food in the freeze, or you put your food somewhere, and then after 2 days you come back and you get to know that your food is spoiled. So it is totally waste of your food. So our system will help them to track them, and you will also get notify in your mobile system that okay, what is, if the food is getting spoil, you will get notified that the food is about to spoil in 2 days, you can use it. So in this way you can really use the precious thing of the earth, that food, in a efficient and effective manner. So talk about the target market. So we analyze lot of market, and at the beginning our company is focused on the food industry. So we have focus on the Europe at the beginning, and then we are focusing for only on the food industry, and down the line we are expanding our market. And these are the few competitive advantage, because we also analyze the existing product which is available in the market, and we what we are providing more, we are providing a solution where you can reduce the food wastage. You know that lot of food has been wastage worldwide. If you just go through the survey, then you will get to know, like, we are providing a efficient monitoring of food system, so that in with the help of mobile phone which every human being have, they can monitor the food from their mobile only. And these are the few competitor, like we have our team had analyzed, and after analyzing we can really tell them, we can challenge them based on our feature and the business model. We have seen like what they have used and what they are lacking, and what we are providing in our software. This is our some of the market strategy, like what we are using now. We are using like public awareness through marketing. We are talking with some of the accelerator program where we are getting some of the fund from that, and we are also using incentive use for referral. And these are the business model, like we are trying to sell our food package. Initially we are giving in some free of cost, but then down the line we are starting charging as well. And also we are providing additional demand service based on the product customization. So we are also seeing like what the client needed, what their market is, and based on that we are generating our sensor so that they detect the quality of the food. This is our business model, like at the initial, where who is our key partner, what key activities, what is the value proposition we are providing, just like provide a technology that monitor food and quality and waste by adding biodegradable sensor to the packaging systems. What, how we are making our customer relationship, how our sales team will talk to them, what channel we are using, like social networking site, by through referral, by contacting supermarket, who is our customer segment we are focusing, what is the cost structure, like manufacturing, how much human resource we will hire for them, what the revenue stream is coming, that how we can generate the revenue. So we have discussed, and we have just written everything here. And this is our future roadmap, like we have the initial prototype ready, and then we are thinking to deploy in the market. We first focus on the Europe market, and then the next stage will be the product customization according to the client requirement, and then we are expanding our market to all over the world. This is our diverse team. Mahavir Gupta, I am very good in the software part, so I will take care of the centralized system. And Ondosan, who is from Philippines, and he is very good in the sensor and nanotechnology. Unfortunately, he is not here because the current is not available there. So he will take part of that. And Lara, who is from Spain, she is project manager, so she is leading the project. And I would like to thank you to the sponsor, organizer, and mentor who has given us the opportunity to present our ideas and software, so that we can come a cool solution for the world, which will really help them to use food in efficient and effective manner. Thank you so much for listening. We are open for the question.
Great. Thanks so much.
Great.
Thanks so much
Thank
for your
you.
commitment, Mahabi. And yeah, so Mary, what do you think?
Maybe one comment. Thank you for the presentation. I would have started by a tagline about, because when I hear a presentation, you talk a lot about the technology, which is great. But what was missing is telling mostly the product, who's going to buy that. And it goes at the end. And I would have loved to see that at the beginning, like the market size. I saw also you mentioned the competition, but everything comes at the end. So I would like start by, even if it's a fake story, I have some note where I said, maybe start by a story about someone who is struggling until your services, came. So, give something tangible, an example, so that people can understand. A short video, even if it's 30 seconds, to tell why you're going to, partner with manufacturer, how it's going to work, instead of just going into the technology. But it's great. I mean, a part of that, I don't have much more comments. I don't know, or question.
Definitely, we will incorporate in the next presentation. Thanks for your feedback.
Yeah. So, and Mahabi, I have a question for you. So, you say that you're a tech guy and you have a prototype. So, do you have some competencies or expertise in hardware? Or some people in your team have this competence?
Yes, we have Olinda, who is from Philippines. He is a nanosensor scientist, and he have expertise on that. So when we start forming a team, so I am from the software background, and he is from the hardware background, and we have Lara, who is the project manager. So we have a very good team of expertise who can develop this software. So we also talk to some of the manufacturer while coming with the ideas, and they have explained like, okay, which lab we are going to test. We have find it out, like in Spain there is a lab available where you can test with the chemical, because when the food is spoiled, it will send you some chemical, some signal. So that's on the basis of that signal you can change the color of the packet. So we start researching, we start reading, and we have done something, but we did not get actual results so far. We need little bit more time to work on that. So we thought like, if we get opportunity in this, so that we can go ahead and we can come with this cool solution.
Yeah, but just for the context, technically, you don't know personally all these people. You met them on the hackathon, right?
Yep. Yes.
So, and yeah, that is the beautiful of this hackathon. So because you are from Sweden, and I know your guy is from Philippines, and Lara, she's from Spain. Just the beauty of diversity, and one place. Yeah, thanks so much for your commitment. And so you can now you are done your pitch. That means you can leave the StreamYard, so you can take a while, take a rest. So because it's very late in your side. Or normally we done the live to announce the winner in 1-2 hours or tomorrow. We don't know, because in must to talk with the jury or juror, etc., and make our decision. So check the Discord between now and tomorrow, then, to have the final live for the result. Okay. So good luck.
Yeah.
And
Great project. Yeah, good luck.
Thanks. I mean, our team is even very excited for this. Even Lara is wake up now, and in Philippines, unfortunately, the power is off, so he could not able to come online. Otherwise, our team is so active, and they really want to perform, and they want to do something once we will get a red signal from your side. So, like, we are so excited to go ahead with this project.
Great.
Keep going. Good energy, Mahavir. Good energy.
Thanks. Thank you.
Good luck.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, great, amazing.
Yeah, very good.
This is the beauty of diversity. And you have a new rhetorical stuff. We say that diversity is not charity, right? So, and charity is not diversity.
Oh, definitely not.
Yeah. Hey, Hamadi, how are you?
Hello.
Okay, this is my car.
Yeah,
Hello,
my car.
Hamadi.
Hamadi is from Rouen. He's very late in France, but he's there, right? Great. Cool. Let's go. So introduce your story, and Mary is there for you. She's based in US, for remember, based in Silicon Valley, and yeah, that means if your idea is cool, you can be in Silicon Valley, and we don't know. So let's go.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Amadi, and I'm here to represent the Pick My Car project. Thank you for this DFC hack. Thank you so much for the diversity. And now I'm going to introduce my project. First of all, how do you leave the parking in city centers? That's my first question. And think about it, because we also asked this question to 1,500 motorists. And 78% of them say that they're not satisfied by the parking solution in their city. And we also remarked that 20% of cars who running in city centers are searching for a parking lot. We have a bad ecologic impact just for parking lot. So we decide to change it. We decide to change it with Pick My Car. Pick My Car is the parking in a different way. What is Pick My Car? It's innovation, because we're the only concept like that in France. We are ecological because we're here to erase that 20% of cars who running in the city center for a parking lot. We also collaborative because all the Pick My Cars partners earn money with Pick My Car, especially the parking partners. So we have a social impact. We make people have a better life, earn more money. What is our services? To resume, it's a full parking offer with a valet service included. How it work? It work with an application. We take the parking and we put it in your pocket. When you come in the city centers, you don't have to turn. You just have to take your phone, ask for for a valet. He come and pick your car, park it, and when you finish what you have to do, you just have to ask, and the valet bring you back your car. Life with no stress, no parking stress. Then I'm gonna talk about our market. Pick My Car is the project that the project Pick My Car is already adopted by his market. We got support of 1,170 people, and we thank them for the strength that they're giving to us. We have a market who don't know the crisis, because the Pick My Car market, the parking market, is 900 million annual turnover. Even Corona can do nothing on this market. Then we have the context of digital age and the challenge of the automotive market 2.0. And the car still the preferred means of transport for the French. I will add another favorable thing, that the ecological conscience. People open their eye and want to change things. And Pick My Car is here to change things with them. We have many competitors in the market. It's a good sign. But we take all these solutions and we put it in one to have a real ecological and social impact. But Pick My Car is nothing without this fantastic team. Thanks to Camille, our co-founder and our office manager. Thanks to Papa, our financial manager. Thanks to Araf, our developer. I meet him in this hackathon. It's a fantastic guy, a great guy, like all the guy of the team. And I want to thank you for all the work they do each day for Pick My Car, because we have the same goals, and it's really great. And to finish, I thank you for this hackathon. I like the mindset. I meet fantastic people, and I believe that diversity is the future, and diversity is our strength. So thank you so much. Thank you for your attention, and I'm here for all your questions.
Thanks so much, Amadi. Thanks so
you,
much.
Amadi.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Cool.
Amadi.
Mary?
I like that you start by the problem. So the problem, and then you mentioned the parking in the city. I've seen so many like startups from France actually presenting those type of solution when they come in the automotive industry, when they come in the Silicon Valley. So they call it the smart mobility. So any of these entrepreneurs come with this type of idea, so which is great. How would you? I mean, you mentioned different verticals. Would you be able to focus on one? And what would be the partnership with the parking? how would you start that, growing that and starting, the partnership, knowing that you have other competitors that started, years ago? How would you do that?
If I understand the question, I don't hear very well. Sorry, my connection is not really good. You asked me how I do to demarcate of my competitors.
Hmm.
Is it right?
What would be
Okay,
the
thank you.
differentiation, from what we've seen in
Okay,
the market today?
okay. Today, I will begin to answer this question by what we have in the market. Today, we have classic parking solution. You come, park your car, and pay when you go. We
Hmm.
have another innovative solution that you can reserve your parking place and come park your car. We have another one who is a valet. They give you valet service in airports or in train station. But Pick My Car is here to unify all this solution in one. And at the collaborative side, what I mean by that, our parking is people like you and me who have a parking lot who don't use it because they don't here
Their
there
car.
at work
Okay.
or they don't have car, and they can earn money by giving us their parking lot. That's our social contribution in this world with the Airbnb of parking.
Okay, I like the way how you present it right now, because anyone that is not in this industry can understand it. It's like talking to my grandmother. I would prefer someone to explain it like that, which is great. There is another company that sell. I forgot the name, but I'm gonna send it to Basley. I think they are in France, and they wanted to. It's a French company that sold their startup to. I think it's Renault. I'm not sure. Recently, like
Indigo,
2 years ago, I
Indigo
cannot
with
remember the
and
name.
go.
I can't remember now the name, and it's one of my friend Lutfi Louet who founded this company, and I remember he sold the company. And it's kind of this, this startup. So I'm not sure. I want to check and send the information to Basti, but
Please,
I'll add the
please.
different project on LinkedIn after that. And but thank you for your presentation. It's great. I love the flow of the slides.
Oh, thank you.
I think the ones, yeah, it's great. Part of that, I don't have much more questions, but I like this. I mean, I'm very familiar with this industry, so it's easier for me to give comments.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I have a contest and some
Thank you
question
very
for
much.
you. The contest is
Yes.
like, first of all, Mary, just you are in front of you the winner of the European / Africa challenge. He
oh,
win
okay, I didn't know. Okay.
six months of incubation at Cage University.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so he's just amazing.
Congrats.
And
Mhm.
another thing I have, I'll tell me a question for you is, okay, right now you have this incubation like for the Europe. Technically, you won something. Right now you try to win the global, right? So imagine, you have this incubation, but it's not money. But imagine you raise money, like you raise like between $3 and $5 million. So what you will do with that? Then also in terms of market, do you want to stay in Europe or do you want to come in back US? Because personally, this is my opinion. This market is like, it could be very you can have a lot of competition in US, but at the same time you have a lot of opportunities because people spend a lot of time just to find a way to park their car in US. It's very hard all the time when I come back in Silicon Valley. Very hard to park a car. It's hard also in Europe, but it's less hard than in US. And if you can be a solution for that, it could be interesting. So yeah, what do you
Yeah.
want to do with the money? And are you interested in Silicon Valley? Because if you're interested in Silicon Valley, I think I have some contact for you.
Interesting question. First one, know that I'm open to all the opportunities who make my baby grown, Pick My Car. And if I earn the money, we have 5 phase in Pick My Car. The first one is the start phase, when we is the testing phase where we adapt to the project. Then we have a second phase, is the on phase. We push the button, and the on phase is the phase that we in 3 cities in France. Okay. Then we have the peak phase. The peak phase is the phase where our system, our benchmark is confirmed, so we can go in all France. Okay. Then we have the fourth phase. This phase is to develop in all Europe. And then you have the world phase. The world phase is the phase that we go to each city centers where parking is a problem. The advantage with Pick My Car is that this problem is international. All big city centers know that parking is difficult, and all city centers need to have a better carbon rates.
Yeah. So Amadi, I would definitely also, understand the strategy about, the government in this country. For example, in Paris, we have to deal with Mairie de Paris or, the Conseil Régional because they have their own. And in the US, it's the same, depending on the states where you're going to go. To understand and have, a link or connection within, in New York, for example, the state of New York. I'm sure there is an organization that is dealing with those type of startup and helping startup in the smart mobility. So for me, if I were you in the next stage after an incubation, I would go and see accelerators that are in the automotive industry or pick, experts in this industry that could help you or provide you feedback, or any startup that went through that is not, in the parking but in the automotive industry that can provide you feedback. And there are tons of that. Even like in Paris region there is Moveo. I remember like 10 years ago, because I'm not in France right now, but in the past they were like a cluster, a combination of organization, big companies and startups that are gathering and talking about, the what type of startup we need to emerge in this industry to help the city. So I would also see on the city part how it works, and also see, acceleration that are helping startups like you to see what are the challenges that you could face in the future if you want to launch. Because France, it's, the local market is different than if you go to the US. Because you don't have the same rules. And so I would also, if I, do what would be the go-to-market strategy in France compared to the US, and to the US to better understand how it works. So if you want to come here, that was one of my comments.
If I have
Thank
a
you.
comment
I
for
will
you,
also,
and
I will study that. Thanks so much.
And if I have a comment to say to you, and I will let you go because it's very late for you. And thanks so much for your commitment and for your time. Is like try also to find all mostly in US, because in Europe and another place they don't have this kind of concept. But actually, I never know that, but now I know that every city, like in US, have the CTO. For example, we have the city of New York, you have the city of San Francisco, and they mostly they are young people, and they need some good idea, new idea. And for all kind of city, you have the concept of smart city. For example, we have the smart city project of Paris. We have the smart city project of Singapore too. So try also to do this connection with the smart city projects, because they want to do some IoT. They want to be like zero waste, and less carbon, etc. So try to have this network, like build your network. Like in the same time you are focused on Normandy, a little bit some city in France, build a network, because it takes time. So, and Marie know these things because it takes a long time to build a strong network, right? So think about that, and it will be okay. So thank you so much, and
Thanks
good luck. So for the result, it will be between today and tomorrow, today, like in 4 or 5 hours. It depends, but it will be today. You must to think about that. Okay?
I got
See
it.
you. Yeah.
See you. Thank you so much.
In this call. Bye. Hey, hey, hey,
Hi,
hey.
hello.
How are
Can you hear me
you?
fine? I'm good.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
I'm
How are
really
yourself?
fine. So thanks so much for your waiting because you wait a
Hmm.
lot, and thanks so
No,
much
it's
because
fine.
you
It's
you
early here.
cool, and thanks so much because you will be also a translator for Glace. I will
Hmm.
explain to the public. I already explained a little bit to Mary the story of Glace, and we are just very very happy to have this story, and thanks so much also to involve as a translator for her, and thanks so much for that. So
No, you're welcome.
Anna, can you share your screen and talk
Yes, of
me
course.
about your projects? You're based where? In what city? In Los Angeles? Where are you
Oh,
based?
I'm in Houston, actually.
Houston. Oh yeah, Houston. Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm in Houston, Texas. So I'm right outside of Houston, but yeah. Let me see. Can you see the
No, no.
presentation?
Oh yeah, I see now. I see now. Cool.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm Ana Neto. I'm a mechanical engineering student at Prairie View A&M University. I'll be graduating soon, December 2020. Glad. So I'll be talking to you guys about deepfake, right? I made it as a State of the Union address for people, but I'm thinking I'm going to change it to more of a global because it is a global issue that I will be talking about. So the problem was, how can we discern and protect ourselves from fake news? Right. Usually moderators, they ask different questions. I put three questions, three of the top questions that I think a lot of moderators ask, or regulators, I mean. And with regulators, I mean the government or even people with platforms, use platforms like Twitter, Facebook, and they ask if how they can censor people and how, or should they trust people to just be able to take in all that content and be able to curate it for themselves. And they also ask about freedom of speech and all those sort of things. Another question is from our side, the public side, is should media outlets be trusted? Should we push for, should our government be trusted? Should our local news be trusted? Should we push for more transparency and stuff and issues and questions like that? So the next thing is I focused on the solution, right? And I did an eliminating process to kind of see what is it that connects us all, and what is it that one thing that I realized that wouldn't work is censorship, right? You see around the world historically, censorship has been a cause for either wars or protests or some sort of revolutions, right? People don't like to be censored. Nobody likes to be censored. We want to be able to present information and be presented with information. We want to be able to connect with the rest of the world. We no longer want to fit into a bubble, right? So you see protests in Hong Kong because of censorship, because of China's censorship. You see all over the world that happened in Egypt a few years ago. So I know for sure, even here in the US, when the pandemic videos about Bill Gates were going on, the more that Facebook and other type of platforms tried to censor it, the more people were sharing it, the more people were believing the story, even though it was completely fake. It was because they were being censored. So another thing that we looked at is who would be our clients, right? And I decided to focus on regular people. I wanted them to, anybody that had access to internet or social media, to be able to connect, to be able to use deepfake. Another thing is our product. What type of product were we gonna build? I thought of building an application, but also thought of maybe just having a software, develop a system that could just flag suspicious content on the internet, and it could run on the background of your browser. If you have like Firefox, Safari, Google Chrome, it will kind of be a plugin, so that way, when as soon as you enter a site, it will flag it. So our call to action, which is a CTA, it's to be the disruptors of media. It's to teach people how to create their media, how to get involved, and how to ask questions about what they are being given, and to research and really build up their knowledge through our database. So we're going to be looking at deepfake. So this is the app. It's kind of built last minute. This is just a prototype of what deepfake could actually be in real life. So looking at websites, you can drop in the URL, and then you press submit, and it will show you immediately if it's a suspicious content, who is the owner of the site, the ratings as well. And it would also give you other reputable sources other links that you can go that have similar articles or talk about the same topic and have actual content, good content, right? And this is our ID and QR code. Another thing that I wanted deepfake to do was to also tell people if they have they're looking at a good content or reputable. So we can look at this, for example, you're gonna pick your source and it's going to be news articles, for example. You can put the link or the URL to the news article. You can type or just copy and paste, and then it will tell you it's reputable, right? You have an image that is good. We wanted to appeal also to young people. That's why we wanted to make it more hip. And it would also give you access, right, to, let me go back a little bit. So it's going to give you access to other media outlets that have the similar sources, similar content, or they're talking about the similar article. It might be from a different point of view. We want people to listen to dissenting opinion, and we want people to be involved all around about topics that they're interested in. So you can go back and start all over. We have social media, we have images, videos. We'll be working on another type of contents that you can put in. Let's just say, I was thinking actually if you can scan a journal, maybe something that you saw and you wanted to find out more about it. But that is something that we can definitely work on later, because the project will have different phases. The next thing is our business model. So I know this is a lot of information, so we focus on a few key partners that will be ideal. Like I said, search engines, or like even Chrome, and all other type. Bing. I haven't used that in a while, but I know it still exists. So we also wanted to focus primarily on our structure. So our IT systems, our staffs, operation, maintenance, and we also want to focus how we make money. So our revenue streams, right? Which is grants, sponsorships, ads. And I wanted this organization to be a nonprofit. I wanted people to be free. I wanted to give knowledge to the people. And I think that every and any revenue that DeepFake makes will get invested back into DeepFake and into its development and growing it into more platforms. So this is our revenue. It's just to give you kind of a percentage of where we think, or we're projecting our income will come from. Mainly it will come from ads. We can put ads in the app, and that makes for a lot of revenue. We're also looking for sponsorships, grants, and even donations from people that are interested to see a world with less of fake news. And that's why I chose deepfake, because it's kind of an ironic take on finding the truth within the fakeness of this world, of the fake news. This is my team. I'm currently working on it primarily, but I'm looking to build a team in the future. And I know it won't be easy, but I'm just glad that I got to present my project and that it was so well liked throughout this competition. Thank you so much.
Cool. Thanks so much, Anna.
Thank you, Anna.
A little bit context before Marie asks you some question or give a comment, depend how she felt, because she's more felt than a judge. So she felt something, and it depends if she felt no. So just a context. So we know that it was like very late. You are come like very shortlist, and you
24 hours.
Yeah, and in 24 hours you done these things. So congratulations.
Yeah.
And also
Thank
you are
you.
winner of the American Challenge. And just to the contest, Mary, so Soshov is the winner of the Asian Challenge. So
Okay, got it.
we are just amazing. We love you so much. And you know, you remember when I said to you, oh dude, did you say no, I don't have a lot of time? How did you put the tape? Like right now you saw how, because for me you will do a simple thing. With the no code, we are made more than I was you know, hoping, you know, because the fact that you use the submission, etc., is something new. I never think about that. It's like so cool. And when you do that, people understand why you talk, you know. And I think you definitely must work on it, on no coding. And yeah, so thanks so much. And yeah, we are very proud of you. So yeah,
Thank
congratulations
you.
again.
Thank you.
So Mary, you can give some question.
I don't have that much comment, and I really, to be honest,
Thank
I love your presentation. Straight to the point. The slides were great, and I was like, oh, maybe I'm gonna ask a question about the business model, and then you answered the question about the business model. I mean, I love the presentation. It was clear to me, straight to the point, very easy to understand. And then when you show like the app, I was like, okay, I know how I'm going to use it. So the user experience for me was, yeah, very good. So I'm very impressed that in 24 hours you did that. So congrats. It's
Thank
good.
you.
So Anna learned fast. She learned fast because she coming shortly. She don't have a mentor. I was organizer, but at the same time, I transform myself as a mentor for her. I found for her a partners, Keith. Yes, it was just incredible. And 40 hours, she learned fast. No code. She never do no code, and she not no coder at all. She not designer at all, but she learned all these things. And she do the American ways. That's why I like the American dream. Some people can say the Americana, but at the end of the day, straight to the point, this is the American dream and the way, the mindset that American people have. And yeah, so proud of you. So the only one question I have for you is that, so imagine, because I have a lot of network in open sources. Many people don't know this background, but I was the founder of the Mozilla Ivory Coast. I created the first community of Mozilla in Ivory Coast, and I have a lot of contact on Mozilla and open sources. So imagine we connect you with some people in this domain, open sources communities. Do you think you will involved? You will continue this project for real, or you are not sure?
I would love to continue for real, but I will start it in phases. Again, I think I will work more on the creative and kind of business side than in the coding side. But I think I've thought of a few stages that we can start with, and then how we can build up into being more. And it's definitely an idea that I will be considering. For example, I wanted to start the same system that Twitter is now using, which is they go and they see, let's just say, somebody that has thousands and thousands of followers, right? And if they upload something, Twitter will flag it if they see if it's been altered image or it has suspicious content. So this is actually something that made me believe that this is actually possible. This is feasible. It can be done within 2 to 3 years if we test it right, if we worked on the product. And it will start initially with that. And then I wanted to move on into bigger things. I wanted to be able to set up a system where people can drop links and be like, is this real or not? My mom, she uses WhatsApp a lot, right? And she always sends me messages, like this long messages, like, a guy in India did this and he cured COVID. And I'm like, that is not true. How do you not know that's not true? So like, I can see, I wanted to make an app that had a very easy kind of like accessibility, and as well as a very easy interface that even she can use it. You know, like, she's 60 years old, but she can use it. She can go there and she can drop the message and she can see, oh, this content is actually not true. This was created by someone, unknown sources, and it's not even feasible. I wanted also to take it to the next level with emails. And you know how you get spam emails, or you get links to your emails where you put your information and you don't know where your information is going, right? People then end up stealing your identity, or they end up stealing money from your account. I wanted to be able to partner with Google, right? A lot of people use Gmail, and have those flags within the Gmail platform. So then whenever you get an email, and if it's fake, it's automatically flagged. That way you don't have to look at it, or sometimes it will get deleted eventually after a few minutes. I know Google already does the spamming, but I just wanted to take it to another level, because a lot of people still end up falling for those traps. So, and it will take a lot of undertaking. I know I'll have to recruit a bigger team, but I'm willing to do it.
Cool. So I have some comment for these things, and I'll keep in touch, because definitely all our winner, first place and second place will be a part of our fellowship, and all people participate will be a part of also the fellowship. But the six people for the final will be more highlights, because we will tell your story, we will spread out your story everywhere in terms of content. Because I do a podcast a lot. Maybe you know that. Sometimes she like my content. Thanks so much for your attention and your intent to me. And so the first thing I want to share to you is I think it is important to create a community, doing some training with creative people, because if you do with a tech are already they know the reality of these things, but creative people don't know, and they need some training to do some curation, because they don't know how to do curation, and they are very innovative. Sometimes they have a lot of followers. They are also influencers. So I think if you create a community, it could be just in Austin. You create your local communities. You train them. It could be online Zoom, because if you don't have time, also due to pandemic, etc. But you create your local communities. You start to train them to help them to be more aware about these topics. And when your community grow, you can use also Discord, because personally though, I was using before Slack, but right now we be fully on Discord, because I trust in voice. I am also in Clubhouse. I invite you to be in Clubhouse. I created my club there. In less than 3 weeks, I have actually more than 300 people in my club. So just incredible how voice is so powerful. So create your communities, involve in them, and also be not fiery of open community like Mozilla, Wikipedia, all these open community, because they are resourceful, they are helpful. And let me know, because I can introduce you to many people in Wikipedia Foundation and Mozilla, of course, because I'm Mozillian and I'm a part of this amazing foundation. So congratulations. So stay there, because our last pitch is with Glace, but she does speak English, and thanks so much for your commitment to help her to share his story, and I will invite her now to speak. Hey, Glace.
Hola.
Hola.
Cool. So before you start, I will introduce, make some context. So Glace, she's very amazing. We love you so much. And the story of Glace is she is based in Brazil, and she don't speak English, but she was involved with this hackathon, and we are very happy for that. So, and you can translate for her. She can understand what I say right now. Ana?
Yes. No que é que tu desse algum contexto, no que é que tu fazes, essas coisas todas. Aquilo que eu te falei como para a introdução do teu projeto e essas coisas todas.
Sim, então, eu sou a Gleice, eu moro no Mato Grosso do Sul, onde reside a segunda maior população indígena do Brasil. Eu também sou mãe de 7 filhos, então eu conheço bastante a realidade, os desafios que as mulheres passam em relação ao nascimento. Eu tive a oportunidade de trabalhar 5 anos com políticas públicas para as mulheres, e eu conheci muito das dores das mulheres e dos desafios também das mulheres em todos os sentidos. E aí eu tive a oportunidade de estar dentro da reserva indígena, trabalhando com as mulheres. Mas o principal sentimento que eu tive foi quando eu fui ser doula. Então, eu também sou doula, e eu tive a oportunidade de cuidar de gestante gestante mulher indígena durante o nascimento. e sinceramente, eu não sabia se eu estava cuidando direito, eu não sabia se eu estava entregando para ela aquele cuidado necessário baseado no conhecimento dela, no saber dela, na prática que ela queria. E por isso eu resolvi pensar o nativo de uma forma bem específica que pudesse contemplar o nascimento e o bem-estar das mulheres, claro, né, com grande contribuição da tecnologia. Eu posso fazer a apresentação?
Só um minuto, deixa eu só traduzir para eles. So what she said is that she is a mother of 7 and she works near the Amazonas. She's from Mato Grosso do Sul. And she has 5 years of experience working with natives there. And she decided to become a doula, right? To help women bring their kids to the world. She's actually a mother of 7 herself. And she experienced a lot of their culture and how they do their medicine, how they conduct their practices when it comes to childbirth and other type of illnesses. And she wanted to bring awareness to that. She wanted to create a platform where people can go and learn about indigenous people and their practices, and they can build kind of a safety net for them, so they can protect those cultures and they can protect all that they've been doing so far. And she said she was very happy to present and to have a bigger platform to show people for that type to present her idea, which is named Nativo. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So also, can you say to her so she can be like a little pause, because when she's do a long phrase, it could be hard to follow. And she asks also she can present the PDF or the PPT. Okay.
Ok, ele pediu que tu tivesse, quando tivesse a falar, se fosse um pouquinho mais curto, assim, para poder entender, para eu poder também traduzir e traduzindo. E ele disse também podes começar agora por partilhar o teu PDF.
Sim.
Tem aqui embaixo, tem o partilhar o ecrã. Encontrou?
By the way, is hard for her. I have the presentation. I can. It's good. She shared.
Okay.
Finally,
yeah.
Great. Yeah.
Tá vendo? Já deu para ver, Ana?
Dá para ver. Yeah. She asked if we can see it.
Yeah, we see.
Essa sou eu. Trabalhei durante 21 anos na Polícia Militar.
She worked for the PM, for military police, for 20 years.
Hoje estou na reserva.
She's now in the reserves.
E conheço e frequento a reserva indígena de Dourados.
She said that she knows very well the indigenous people in Dourados, and she works there. She still stays there.
E várias práticas de várias etnias que estão presentes no meu território.
And she also experienced a lot of ethnic practices with medicine in her territory.
Conhecendo a dificuldade relacionada à morte materna. E
she knows the difficulty related to maternal deaths related to maternity.
Também as dificuldades que as iniciativas de saúde, elas geralmente ignoram os valores e as práticas relacionadas ao nascimento indígena.
So she said that the healthcare systems in Brazil, I think, they usually ignore the indigenous people's rights, and in their cultures, they ignore their cultural practices when the indigenous women are giving birth.
E os povos indígenas também estão ameaçados de desaparecimento, né? Justamente por não terem todo aquele cuidado que é necessário.
Yeah, so she's saying that the indigenous people don't have access to health, in Brazil, so they're going extinct. They're disappearing by more and more each day.
E o principal é que as empresas, as entidades e os profissionais encontram dificuldades de oferecer um serviço diferenciado e que contemple toda a dinâmica relacionada ao nascimento dos povos indígenas.
She also said that qual é o governo, né? Ou as autoridades?
Não, as entidades no geral.
As
As entidades, as iniciativas, até mesmo quando existe algum projeto relacionado, eu tô dentro de um projeto e a gente não tem assim um conhecimento sobre as práticas tradicionais.
Yeah, she's saying that the entities, usually like all the authorities in Brazil, don't really care about the indigenous practices. They don't really offer much help. They don't really have projects that are inclusive to those group of peoples. And she gave an example that she's working on a project related to that, but there's not a lot of investment from the government entities. There's not a lot of support from Brazilians. Yeah. Pode continuar.
Então, a nossa solução é uma plataforma que vai permitir o ensino aos profissionais interessados sobre práticas e saberes indígenas, desde os rituais até a medicina nativa, que possibilite um parto mais seguro, mais humano e mais saudável. E nela também... Ah, tá, sim.
She said that she wanted to create a platform where any person or any related medical professional can go and get involved and get educated on indigenous practices and practices involving indigenous births and medicine, so they can be more inclusive to the indigenous people, and they'll be able to help them and provide better care.
E ela vai poder conectar doulas e médicos com os recursos da telemedicina, que poderão usar deste conhecimento para oferecer melhores serviços.
Yeah, she wants to be able to provide better services for the people. So she wants to connect medical professionals like doctors, also doulas that are experts in giving in maternal care and maternal and childbearing. And she also wants to make sure, she wants to prevent maternal deaths during birth. Also, sorry, doing those birth practices.
Então, basicamente, esse aqui é o resumo das telas da plataforma, porque eu tô sozinha no time.
Yeah, so she made a summary of all what the platform will basically entail and all the screens, right? If you get access to the website, let's just say it's a website, she wanted to kind of detail what the website will have as options for people to look at. So one will be access to, once you access, you will learn about indigenous birth practices. You will learn about traditional medicine. You will meet doulas. You will be able to connect to doctors. You'll be able to donate to Amazonia, right? To protect the environment, and you also be able to donate her area, which is Mato Grosso do Sul, which is one of the biggest states in Brazil, and is also the state that has the second largest indigenous people groups.
Ana, eu vou precisar ler o Canvas inteiro ou não?
Não precisa.
Eu vou falar só sobre a forma de monetização.
Sim.
Os principais clientes, né, estão aqui. Você quer ler?
Yeah, so she wants to focus on the primary customers, or the customer segments will be people which will be people interested in humanized birth, doulas and doctors, and companies and entities. And she also wants to focus on the revenue. Pode mostrar o como é que você vai fazer dinheiro, como é que vai ser a monetização? Okay. So her
Então,
revenue streams are to donations, grants, and subscriptions to the website. Tem mais
sim.
alguma coisa?
Aí poderia ser anúncio também, né, que eu não coloquei aqui, mas é reembolso do trabalho de conexão entre reembolso do trabalho da telemedicina, né, as doações e as assinaturas para quem for fazer o curso, né, para quem for acessar o ensino, as formas de ensino. E isso contemplando também vários saberes das várias etnias. E como conseguir esses saberes, né? Como vou disponibilizar isso? Porque já tem várias referências publicadas em relação à medicina nativa, em relação ao cuidado com o corpo, e tem outras sendo produzidas também, e nada impede também que a universidade não faça novas pesquisas relacionadas a isso.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to translate it as much as I can. She's saying that there's already been blog posts and articles related to the native medicines practices, and what she wanted to do is just kind of connect it all into a platform. And she also wants to offer courses, and another way that she will make revenue is from those courses that she will offer in her website, as well from reimbursements from telemedicine and from doctors that will be available for those people to connect to. Yeah. Pode continuar.
E aqui é só a finalização, o meu contato de alguns trabalhos que eu fiz, né?
Yeah. So she wants to show just her pictures of the works that she has done with the indigenous people, her contact, and how to get in touch with her, right? To Instagram, LinkedIn, and she also has a page. She has her email, and I think that is all. She's saying, right, Gleison? Tudo?
Sim, obrigada.
Okay. She's saying that it's everything. Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you, Gleison.
So
eu tô muito emocionada. Eu tô muito emocionada.
She says she's very happy.
Obrigado. So yeah, I don't have a lot of comment. I prefer that Mary start that before me, and yeah, but I have it's too much emotion for me because and I when I doing this hackathon, I was saying, can I have some people in the Amazonia? It was not just like a real fact. It was just okay, hopefully. And finally she was there, and yeah, it's just amazing how we can be deeply connected with Amazonia and with indigenous people, because personally though, like the fight for indigenous people is very important for me, because for example, many people don't know that we have indigenous people in Japan, because the Japanese people we saw now look like Japanese, but native Japanese, but they are not native, they are from China, but it's very, very old. And yeah, the fight for indigenous people everywhere is like a part of my DNA. And same thing in Africa, we have a lot of indigenous people, but then they are suffering, they are not recognized, etc., etc. And just having her there is too much emotional for me. And yeah, I prefer that Mary. So thank you. It's too much emotion for me.
I understand, Wesley. A great project. The same on my side. So I was very surprised to see a project from Amazonia. And I have a question. How did she find this hackathon? And knowing all the background of the other entrepreneurs or like all the projects, how did she feel within this group? Like, and how can she grow the project? And will she have the resources in the future? Will there be any a problem she wants to, do something. How she's gonna do that? So I'm just curious to know, because I don't know a lot about.
Gleice, a Marie perguntou se como é que tu chegaste em contato com o Hackathon, como é que chegaste em contato com a DFC Hack, como é que porque né, quase todo mundo que veio apresentar tem um background em tecnologia e tu não, né? Então ela tinha essa curiosidade de saber como é que tu chegaste até a plataforma deles.
Então, na verdade, eu estou estudando sobre tecnologia já tem 2 anos. Eu tenho alguns projetos para serem incubados aqui. Um projeto
No
que
Brasil.
vai operar no ano que vem, e eu sou apaixonada pela comunidade Elfa. Então, eu achei o convite na comunidade Elfa, e aí eu resolvi de curiosa, porque eu sou muito curiosa e muito apaixonada pela tecnologia. Então, assim, eu não sou designer, eu não sou desenvolvedora, mas eu sou atualizada em relação ao negócio. Então, eu tenho uma experiência de saber o que envolve, né? Tudo isso.
Yeah.
E aí é por isso que eu conheço as plataformas que fazem os hackathons. Mas o que me chamou a atenção mesmo foi o tema. E sabe, eu tive a conexão com o tema.
Oh. So she's been studying technology for 2 years now, and she said that she's getting she's in an incubation project in Brazil right now, and she has been connected to different platforms in Brazil, and one of the platforms actually shared the link for DFC Hack, and what got her interested is that she saw the topics. And one of the topics was about Indigenous people, so she wanted to, of course, connect with DFC Hack and be able to present her project. And she also really loves hacking, the hacking community. She said that she doesn't know anything about developing or coding or even UX design, but she absolutely loves it. And she's a very curious person, and she likes to be informed and continue to look for new things in the technology world.
Thank you.
Oh, also you had a second question, Marie. How she would continue, right?
Yeah.
I'll ask you the second question. So, Gleice, Marie also wanted to know. A Marie também queria saber se como é que tu planejas em continuar o teu projeto? Como é que vais apresentar isso depois para outras plataformas? Como é que tu vais conseguir angariar fundos, essas coisas todas? E
então,
como é que planeias continuar?
Então, eu ainda nem pensei nisso de fato, né? Mas eu sei como que funciona também, né? A gente vai ter que bater em algumas portas, né? Então, primeiro compor o time, né? Primeiro achar esse pessoal que está interessado em fazer isso comigo, e depois, se conseguir a aceleração, aí estudar inglês e acionar os parceiros necessários para trabalhar.
So she said that she hasn't thought of that, but the first thing that she's gonna do, she gets an accelerator, is to learn English, and she's gonna build a team. And she knows that in order for this to work, she will have to knock in a few doors, and she will have to, we have the same bateu pé, which is she will have to go around and see who will be interested to work with her and move this to the next level.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions?
Thank you. No. Basti, do you have?
I don't have a question, but I have some comments to her right away, because it's not a comment about like the project that I do for you and for all, mostly like about how we can what Connectis can provide for her. Like if she don't win this hackathon, I want, like, it's too personal, because our audience is so emotional for me. Our personal take care of her, and first of all is like I will be there for her to learn English, and also she can help me to improve my Portuguese, because I understand, but I can't speak. I understand a little bit, and I wrote that. That's why I always before you being there because I don't know that you speak Anna Portuguese. So
Yeah.
I involve and I use my staff to talk with her. And first of all, I want to keep in touch with her. Connectis is want to be in touch with her first. Go ahead.
Yeah. Gleice, o Basílio disse que quer conectar contigo para te ajudar a conseguir tudo o que tu precisas, mesmo em inglês, essas coisas todas, que é para tu conseguires continuar com o teu projeto, mesmo que tu não ganhares, ele quer continuar a ajudar, porque é algo que ele tem um carinho, né? É algo que é muito próximo ao coração dele, que é ajudar pessoas indígenas à volta do mundo inteiro, não só no Brasil, como em África, no Japão, e como outras áreas do mundo. Yeah, I told her.
Obrigada.
She said thank you.
You're welcome. Obrigado too. And the second thing is because all the winner, that means all the winner for all and it's about you too because you're a winner for the Americans. So we will show you your stories in different way, like in article, in podcasts, and also in video. So I will try because we work on some we want to doing some documentary. That's why actually I involved so much with creative people. And also I will try. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I will talk about history everywhere. And if we can have some people going to Amazonia to do some documentary to show history in I don't know, on movie or Netflix, everywhere. I will take a personality of that. And how many time it can take, I will do that because I want to show this story and everywhere.
Yeah. Actually, we talk about it. It's great. Yeah.
Gleice, o Basílio disse que ele vai tentar conectar com algumas pessoas porque ele quer criar um documentário sobre a Amazônia e ele queria continuar a conversar contigo, só que é para ele poder contar a tua história, seja como se for em filme ou em série. Ele só quer poder ter um documentário e essas coisas todas, e ele disse que para todos os vencedores desse hackathon ele vai criar um blog, né? Ou vai criar um artigo num website que vai contar todas as nossas histórias, né? Inclusive a sua, vai contar o seu o que é que tu passaste até agora, até apresentares o projeto. Ele também tem um podcast, tu sabe o que é um podcast, né? Tem um podcast, ele tem outras plataformas onde ele vai partilhar a tua história.
Ai, obrigada.
Yeah, she said thank you. She's excited.
Eu vou ficar muito feliz.
She'll be very happy to do it, the documentary, right?
Cool. So I think we are done here. Thanks so much for your time, for your commitment. So that means you can she can left the platform. Same thing for you, Anna. Thanks for your commitment. The results. I met to talk with Mary. I take a lot of time. I take a lot of time on Mary. I think we will be very short for to decide who is the winner or something like that. But it's just a prize because after the prize is we build the communities, and the community is more better than just a prize. So take care of you. Thanks so much for your commitment, and see you next.
See you. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Adeus, Gleice, depois.
Tchau.
Tchau.
Okay, all right. So before close this live and doing our after live, so what do you think about all these projects you saw today?
Actually, I was very impressed, honestly. The last hackathon I did was like a few years ago, so I'm very happy we did it. We need to brainstorm because at the beginning I saw that I know which project will be the winner, but now I'm undecided. I don't know. There are 3 projects that I really like, and the last one is it's very emotional. It's a great one. So it was great. It was great. Thank you for having me. Honestly, thank you for having me.
You're welcome all the time. And I want before close the live and starting our session together. So just I want to say in front of other people watching right now, watching the replay, thank you so much. Because remember I met you for the first time in 2018 and VivaTech keep in touch. 2019, I saw you in San Francisco, and you follow me since like this moment. And right now we are the sponsor of this one of the sponsors of this event. And yeah, thanks so much for your commitment. Thanks so much for your attention for Connectix and for me too personally though. So
thank you, Basti. Happy to help.
Cool. So this is the end. I'm very tired because different time zone, many email, many call, many blah blah blah, many issues. This is the end of this final. It's not a result. We will do. I think we will do the results. No, now because it's too late in Europe. We will do afters and 3 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours. I don't know, but the result we will soon. We will do a live where we like doing the yada yada stuff to thank all our partners, speakers, participants, like thank all the people. It takes time to thank you all the people, and we will do that. And also we will share the results and all the metrics because this hackathon was so intense. Many metrics, more than 40, more than 40 nationalities. More than 100 people in the Discord, more than 300 sign up. Like just crazy what is happening on this hackathon. And yeah, thanks so much for all people. And see you in a few hours on Connectix and DFCHack TV. So see you.
Good job, everyone. Yeah, bye.
Thanks.
Bye.